Should we start?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't be back.
You believe in spirit? Yeah? You work with spirit?
A lot, yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Is that your one at back?
Mm-hmm.
And the other, not another one?
No, just this one.
Pardon? So you've not got three?
No.
Alright, someone just sounded three. So
I
they've got
see three. I see a lot of threes.
I don't know, but it's just a three connection then. But you have got Nottingham connections?
Nottingham.
Yeah.
My dad thinks he's got a baby there, but I don't know.
Oh,
Well, that's sorted out.
alright. Alright.
Actually, my ex works in Nottingham every day.
Alright, we just took it to Nottingham and just saw Robin Hood. Come on, love. As I walked past you earlier, I felt there was a young energy around you, like a young lad. So I don't know if you know anyone like a 19, 20-year-old who passed. Just say no, if it don't make no sense.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's alright, it might not be for you anyway. But they're telling me you're in a spiritual development,
Yeah.
alright? Brenda says something like that, don't you know that?
Yeah.
You know that? It's alright, I want to give you crystals, I want to give you different things, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Alright then, yes, okay. Now, I don't know where the 7 connection comes in, if there's a 7 in family, or there's quite a lot in family, but I've been took all over the place. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Alright, alright. Now, I don't know if my family don't talk, or there's not talking in family, but there's something about not talking, does that make sense? Alright. Now, I've got a man here, big man at home, so I don't know whether you've got London connections or connections in London or anything that like, but this is like a preacher connection, alright? So this might be going way back, and I'm not really sure about this, alright? But I feel that it's passing down to you, alright? So if you want to work with spirit, you'll work with you.
Yeah.
Okay? So don't be afraid. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Alright. You might got the Manor connections.
I don't know what, sorry.
Manor.
We used to live up here.
Alright, it's alright. Somebody's told me to Manor or Arbethorpe or that area around there. Alright? Okay. Now, I don't know whether you see spirit or you want to see spirit, but they're full on here. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Alright. But also children's must be aware of spirit. Does that make sense?
I feel this speaks to spirit.
Alright then, it's okay. Now, I've got to tell you, if you're going on this path, which you will do, okay? It's telling me to tell you that you're going to use all your senses. Alright? So that's seeing, hearing, feeling, and knowing. Alright? Okay. Now, Stephen, that don't make sense to you.
There is a Steve.
You've just got a massive Stephen or a big S connection trying to connect with you. Okay, but that don't make sense to you. Just say no if it don't.
There is a Steve, but it's not past.
No, don't put in spirit.
Okay.
Alright. I don't know why they mention Steve and everything that way. Alright?
Yeah.
But they're telling me there's a lot of things going off around you at this moment. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
Alright then. But I need to give you a key. Alright?
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's some movement happening with you or your partner, I don't know.
Yeah.
Alright, but something's happening.
Yeah.
Okay? I need to put glasses on you, by the way.
Yeah.
Alright? So I put the spirit glasses on you now, so that means there's a lot of stuff happening around you.
Yeah.
Okay? But I feel you're going to be alright.
Yeah.
It'll be alright. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Alright. I know it's a quickie, but I've had a young lad with me. It's funny, I always pick up these young ones. I've got a young lad who he either took himself to spirit or an accident. But it's going to be like round here, or Trade Green, or that area. So I don't know if there's any mix in his sense. But I felt it about 1920. About 1920, or quite a young one. I don't know if it's a Stephen connection or Steve connection, but I kept on getting that name all the time. Does this make any sense to anyone, this? I'm not saying his name is Stephen, but there is a young one connection here. Alright. And it's funny, you know, because it's taking me around here. Does that make sense, anyone? Not on that middle table? No?
No.
Alright then. You might just want to. No. Alright.
About 20 or
About 20. So
maybe a bit older.
maybe about early 20s or something like that. Like, quite a young one, like, but I felt he took himself to spirit. But there's a connection in here. So I felt him as I walked outside actually. And coming here, so he either belongs to someone in here or someone knows about him in here.
We had a Steve who took him.
Stephen? Did he take himself over?
Yeah.
Alright. Does he follow you and everything or go around with you sometimes?
No, but you know, I know where you're coming from.
Yeah, I seem to pick up on it, but it's funny because I'm drawn to that table over here. That don't make sense in that table. No? On that table? No? Okay. There's something about a shirt. There's something about a t-shirt or a shirt or a t-shirt. There's some kind of connection there. Alright? There's also getting a November connection or a connection with November or a November connection. Yeah? You just have to give me your voice. Does that make sense? So I don't know how he's connected or he was connected to you earlier when I was talking to you earlier. But he's allowed to come in. Does that make sense? Even though you don't want to see him or know him, I just need to tell you that he's alright. Okay? That's okay, so he just wants to be remembered. Yeah, alright? Okay. Now again, there's something about something either just gone or coming up connected to him. And I don't know if you had a child connection or a connection with your child or there's a child connection. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Alright. But there was something about, I don't know if it was a son or something like that, but there was a strong connection. Alright? So, is it you which thinks about him or someone thought about him lately? Or recently?
It's his birthday today.
Okay then, that's why he's allowed him. Okay? So they're allowed him for reasons and all that. What they tell me, I'm going to tell you something, you don't want to go off on me.
No, you go ahead.
When I went around spiritual churches and that, when I first started, some medium said to me, Danny, you never mentioned that, you never mentioned that, you never mentioned that. And I said, why? And they said, you don't. So, every time I go to a church, they wait for me. Okay? Because they know I mention them. Alright? And what happens is spirit treating as someone that's been ill. They look after them, they turn around, and then they move on. Alright? So I don't know how he passed it. He won't tell me how he passed it or that. He just wants to make sure that you know he's alright. But like again, it's something to do with his child and all. Alright, you got the twin connection? Where's the twin connection? Twins. No? Yeah. Okay. Okay. He's alright anyway. Alright? So he wants you to remember him how he was good or when he was alright rather than later on. Does that make sense? Alright, I'll leave it there, love.
We've just had a reading and had another one from somebody else. Lady in the white top here. Can you take a bob in spirit? No. Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Can you take Bob in spirit? Okay, thanks very much, because I picked him up in the loo. So, I thought he was with you. Don't ask me what he was doing in the loo, I have no idea. Okay, right. Can I just say to you that there's a gentleman coming through from spirit here, and I'm looking at him as being on Dad's side of the family, okay? And he's telling me that he had a lot of problems around the liver area. Can you understand that? Yeah. Okay, thank you. I think actually he'd have problems in another area of his body, probably in the stomach area, but it would spread to the liver. You can understand that, yeah? And he's told me that he's saying that when you were smaller, he used to take you riding on the bike. Can you understand that, yeah? And he's saying that you used to go all over. Alright? And he's also talking about doing a lot of walking. Okay? Yeah, used to, yeah. And he's saying you do feel the need to get out and about, but it's not always possible. Okay? I'm also being told about some problems in the lower back with you. Can you understand that? And sometimes it actually goes down your leg, doesn't it, as well?
Yeah.
Can I say you've got some jewellery belonging to a lady that passed the spirit? Can you understand that? And it's in a little box, and the box is it's about this big, the box, yeah? And it's blue in colour. Can you understand that? And you keep it in a drawer, and it's to the left-hand side of it looks like a dressing table, or, yeah? Can you understand that? It's kept in the left-hand side, and it's in the top drawer, and it's on the left-hand side of the drawer. And when you open it up, we've got a bracelet in there, a plain bracelet. Okay, you can understand that, can't you? And it looks like it's a gold bracelet, this one. And also I've got, there's a little brooch. Okay, and I'm looking at the brooch, and it's oval in shape, and it looks like there's something in the centre, but I don't think it's a picture, I think it's a stone. And there's 4 rings. Okay, one looks like it could be a wedding band, and there's a half eternity ring. There's a whole eternity ring, and there's a ring with 2 stones. Okay, thank you. And I'm also being told that there's a couple of badges in there, but the badges belong to a gentleman that passed. Okay, and when I'm looking at them, they're not anything to do with army. One's a British Legion badge. Thank you. And the other one, I'm not quite sure what the other one is, but it's got like a long piece through the centre with a name across it. And that piece is red, and the letters are in gold. But I can't read what it says, so I have no idea what that one is, but okay. And can I say, underneath the box there's some photographs. And there's a small pile of photographs, and we've got one of Mum, okay, we've got one of Mum and another lady, and I believe that she was either her sister or a younger auntie. Can you understand that? Thank you. And then there's one of a couple, which I presume is Mum and Dad. And there's one of an older man here who I feel could be a granddad. Okay? And can I say, you keep intending to either put them in an album or get some frames for them, but you've been saying that for years. Right. And okay. There's a lady coming through now, and she's saying to me, stop worrying about everything. It will all come out in the wash. And that used to be one of her favourite sayings. And she's talking to me here about a March birthday, and we're talking the early part of March. Okay? And it's not her birthday, but it was somebody very close to her. Okay, so I think we're looking at either a sister or... And she's talking about a Beth here. A Beth or Elizabeth. Okay? And she's also talking about a George and a James. And I'm looking at them either being brothers or uncles there. Okay? And she's also telling me about Tiverton. Some connections to Devon, going back. Yeah, it seems to be going back a bit, okay? Because she's talking to me about Tiverton here. And can I also give you a gentleman who used to wear a uniform, and I'm not talking about an army uniform, I'm talking either about a railway uniform or some other form of transport. Okay, thank you. In fact, I think there might have been both there with him at one time. I think it could have been trains and buses. Okay? And can I give you a dress in the wardrobe that's never been worn? Okay? And I'll leave you with that. Thank you very much.